So as you can see, we're back at Alton Towers for the start of their season. New ride this year is Toxicator, which we'll hopefully get a ride on later, although I noticed the queues this morning on Facebook were saying it was all the way down to Alton Manor, so probably give that a miss quite straight off this morning. But yeah, we're filming on a new camera today. The reason we've got this is for our trip later on in the year, which I'll try and go through the details through at some point during this video and explain it, or I might do a separate video on it. But basically the short and be all out of it is we're going to California. We're going to try out Six Flags Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, so very excited to that. So we thought we needed something a bit more compact. So for those camera geeks out there, we were filming on the GH5 Mark II, which we'll still be using because like I say, I've got a few lenses for that now, especially just during this close season. I managed to pick up a few more for that. So I think when we go to Fort Park in a couple of weeks' time for their opening day, we'll be using that. But today I thought we'll give this a rundown, a bit of a shakedown, which is the Panasonic Lumix S9, which the main difference between this and the last one, this is a full frame. So if you know your cameras, you know what I'm talking about, whereas the last one was a micro 4/3. Also got a smaller setup with this one, so a bit more discreet, a bit more not as big to lug around the park. So mainly got this for going abroad. So yeah, we'll take you around the park and show you what's happening for this year. I believe Hex is closed until April, so it'll be a later opening with the Sky Ride. One thing I am going to comment on just while we're here is obviously this is my first time shooting manual, believe it or not. Shame to admit it, I've never shot manual, so I thought this year new resolution is to start shooting in manual. So yeah, I'm not too sure how this is going to turn out until I edit it. Obviously there's a few more variables as well as shooting on a new camera, and I'm shooting at a different frame rate compared to usual. This does support 50 frames per second like my GH5 Mark II, but I thought with it being full frame I'll try the whole 25 frames per second malark, so see how we get on with it. But yeah, so hopefully it's looking okay so far, and we'll see how we get on. So the Twister in Williams World is gone, and also the dungeon is gone, but it's still got the Scarefest facade up that it had, so I'm assuming that maze, or I can't remember, was it a maze? I'm sure it was a maze, will be returning for this year. So hopefully in this area we'll start to see some development over the next couple of years. Obviously this is where the plan is for them to build the new ride at some point. Whether it gets built or not I don't know, because I'm sure it's behind schedule now, but I'm sure time will tell. Very quiet around this area. Park is extremely busy today though. And I believe all the works on Skyride is finally complete, so hopefully it should be returning shortly. I'm sure it says April, but again, don't quote me on it, I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen on the internet somewhere it's April it's reopening, which will be good for a lot of guests. I know I've missed it since it's been closed for the last year, or maybe 2 years, I can't remember how long it's been now. Been ages since we've been on it, so yeah, it'd be nice to get on that later on this season, hopefully.
simply mean, whenever I say TS, I still mean it as this shit. The area you are check.
So that's it from us here today at Alton Towers. Maybe wondering why it's not dark, why we're going home so early. It's like 5:45 I think currently now. We only got one shot of Toxicator as you've seen because it went down shortly after we took that. We all got cleared from the area due to a sewage leak underneath or bus drain pipe or something. I'm sure you'll find the pictures if you look online because I've seen some on Facebook already. Yeah, ride availability has been a bit on the downside. Like, as of filming this now at 5:45 when we're about to leave, there's only 4 of the main attractions open, which is a shame, but I'm not too sure what's happening with all that. I think it's just one of those things, time of year, it's still cold. Like I say, we're cold, that's why we're not going to hang about and wait for it to reopen. I would have liked to have actually got some more proper shots of Toxicator, especially at night, because apparently it looks good at night. So yeah, I'm assuming I will find out. I'm not sure if it's going to reopen, you see, so we don't really want to hang around just in case it doesn't and sit and get cold. So currently his plan is if we get chance next weekend we'll be back and I will do a separate video. We'll probably just come for like 3 o'clock onwards just for the evening, just to get the night shot. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. Don't hold my breath on it. If not, we'll be back soon anyway, so I'll definitely get some better videos of it. But yeah, pretty poor opening day I would say overall. compared to previous years. We're a little disappointed, leaving a little deflated. We've not really done anything today, but it's been super busy and a sellout day, which is good to see. But like I say, ride availability has not particularly been there. But again, I'm not going to get into it too much. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people talking about it on the internet after I put this video up. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. If it's not back here from Alton Towers, it will be at Thorpe Park for their opening day, so fingers crossed, much better for them. And like I say, fingers crossed, all this footage has turned out alright, because it's my first time filming manual, as I said earlier. So touch wood, all this looks okay and the video's turned out alright. So yep, that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.